Hey wrestling fans, this is Dirty D with PWO TV. Thanks for joining me. Just want to say I've been away for a little bit. Don't have really much of an excuse why I've been away. I've just been laying low, observing wrestling. I like occasionally to let things evolve itself, take its course and see where it's going to go. Occasionally, wrestling world changes, and I think some changes are going down right now, and I'm just checking it out, and sorry I've been laying low. I'm definitely going to be around a little more, but I just want to observe a little bit. Anyway, that being said, I want to get to TNA's LockDown pay-per-view. Just happened. I just got done watching it. Gosh, it has its highs and lows. I'm gonna give it 3 stars altogether, because there were some blimps of greatness, or not greatness, but goodness, and maybe even greatness in this pay-per-view. But I definitely think it really started out not very good at all. I mean, it opened with Rob Van Dam, James Storm, of Beer Money, that match, and that was a decent match. But from there, it really, it just kind of was blah. Even the fans were like, but it started to pick up. It had its moments. I'm going to get to the things I thought were the moments. I'm not even going to talk about the things that I just... Anyway, Doug Williams, of course I got to report this. Doug Williams apparently is in Europe, can't get across because of the Iceland volcano. So apparently due to that, because he can't defend his title tonight, they had this big tournament and yada yada yada. Which brings us to the final part of the tournament, which was Kazarian, Shannon Moore, and Homicide, who won a previous match to get into the match. And this match was decent, I thought it started to heat things up, and then things kind of got cold again, which is okay, Kevin Nash, Eric Young, not the greatest, an Impact. To me, that was a match they could have put on at Impact, Monday night. Six Pack, Sean Walton, X Pack, whatever you want to call him. He no-showed apparently. Who knows what's going to happen with that? So end up Scott Hall, Nash, 3D teamed up. Not really much to talk about there, in my opinion. But then we get to, I think, the Kurt Angle, Mr. Anderson match was decently good. I mean, they pulled off some good spots. I know there were a couple times I was out of my seat, especially when Kurt Angle did basically a backflip off the top of the cage. That was awesome. Good match. Definitely, I definitely really got into that match, but unfortunately, I think that is one of the few matches that were actually, well, no, it was a good match. And then Pope versus AJ Styles. Another good match, but this one ends in a crap way. It's just TNA right now. Oh, you anger me so. God, it's just like, you start, you come out of Angle and Anderson's match, everything seems to be, looking up here. It's looking up, and then you have to go and F up Pope and AJ's match. It's, and speaking of F'd up, the last match, Lethal Lockdown, gosh, guys, it was going so well, I guess. It was a decent match. Things were, getting interesting, and then why does Flair and Hogan have to be the center of everything? Flair, Hogan, Bischoff. I get it. You're big stars. People come to see you, but golly, just not a great ending. Not a great beginning to LockDown. Not a great ending to LockDown. But that being said, there were some decent matches. Again, the Kurt Angle Anderson match might have kind of saved LockDown from being a total piece of crap. Hope and AJ's match again. Good match. It could have even been a great match, but you screw it up with the endings. We don't need the. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's LockDown. I guess I'm middle of the road here. Gosh, I said 3 stars. You know what? I'm going to change to 3 stars. I'm going to give it 2.5. It irks me. It pisses me off too much. But still, there were efforts there. There was efforts there in LockDown, and I can't deny there weren't some effort there amongst, some of the young guys, really put in some good effort into this pay-per-view. I just think the way it's booked and the way things are written right now and the way things are going right now in TNA, it's got to be frustrating. I know it's frustrating to me as a fan. I was reading people's chats, text why this pay-per-view was going on, and so many people, at the end of this pay-per-view just gave up on TNA, and to me that's heartbreaking, and I hope Hogan and Bischoff are taking that into account. Anyway, I don't have too much more time. I probably already went over time. This is Dirty D, PWO TV. Hey, let me know your thoughts. Subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Guys, have a great night. Peace.
I've been trying hard to reach you 'cause I don't